Good morning and welcome back. Today's the day. We're going to plant out the little lettuce that have been grown away in modules, and we're going to get them into the raised bed today, finally. So they're growing fine, but I can tell that they're ready to come out. Some little leaves are starting to yellow a bit, so I think they're ready to get into the soil. It's still a little bit cold, so I'm going to use some fleece, I think, but I've got the soil all ready, the bed's ready to go, and let's get these lettuce into the ground. Okay, so here they are, looking really healthy at the moment. So what we've got, if you remember, this is the red Grenoble on the left here. I've not grown this before, so I'm really looking forward to that. And then in the middle we've got my favourite Winter Density, which is a Kos style lettuce. Already feel like I could just pick one of those off and eat it. And on the end here we've got the Rossa di Trento. So the first thing I'm going to do is to give these a really good water before I get them out of their module trays. Okay, so let's get these lettuce out of their module trays. If you remember, I use this kind of slightly gadgety tray here, which has been sitting with the capillary mat to keep the lettuce nicely watered and allow for any neglect from me. And then if you remember, it's got these tray that the lettuce stand on, then turns into something that can help to push them out a bit. I've not had a terrible amount of luck with this, so I'm going to loosen them off a bit first with a palette knife. Put that on here. So let's have a go. So first of all, I'm going to delicately loosen some of these off. Oh, the sun's gone in. So let's see if they loosen off as we put these in here. Okay, so now I just have to try and line them up. You can see there's plenty of roots down there, and I'm just going to line up that central hole as best I can with pushing down. And yeah, I think some of them are actually moving this time. That's good. So that's a better method. All right, so I'm going to this time. I'm not going to plant all of them because it's still cold. So I'm going to plant 9 of them, and if they work, that'll be brilliant. And if not, I'll still have some here in the tray, which I'll keep going as best I can as a backup. It's really good to have a backup. So if it turns out everything works the first time, I'll give these to a neighbour or a friend or someone in the community. So I'll just get my palette knife and, oh yeah, that's better. That is better. Okay, there it goes. So there's a seedling. Pretty much ready to pick now. Fantastic. So let's get these into a little tray here. Let's take some of these out. Oh yeah, lovely. So here's the red Grenoble, the one I haven't grown before. Looking really healthy. Mustn't get these mixed up. Second one of those. Oh, this one looks good. Oh, this one looks good actually. Let's have this really big one. Yeah, lovely, lovely root system. Definitely needing to be planted out actually. So let's get these over to the raised bed. We've got our 9. I suspect I'll put in a couple more. But for now, we've got our 9 sitting there waiting to go, and we've still got plenty left over in the seed tray. So this is going to be this year's lettuce bed. and salad bed more generally. So I've still got loads of chard and a bit of kale growing down the end there, but I've prepared this half of the bed. I use the Nordic method by Charles Dowding, and all that means is that I've just put some homemade compost and then a bit of shop bought compost on the top of the soil. I've made sure it's weed free. You hardly get any weeds with this method, at least I don't, which is amazing. So off we go. Okay, so all I'm going to do now, I've raked the soil over slightly, and now I'm going to make some little holes ready to pop the module lettuce in there, and I'm spacing them 25 centimetres apart. So I'm going to use this dibber, and handily this is 25 centimetres long, which is exactly the spacing I want, so I can use this kind of as a ruler as I do it. So here we go. I'll just mark those out and not go too close to the edge of the beds, which was a mistake I made last year. So we'll start here. Okay, there it goes. It's the very first cos seedling, and we're going to just unceremoniously drop it in and just bring the compost all around. And it's just as simple as that. Make sure there's no air bubbles, and we want it quite deep. Perfect. That's it. That's all it takes. So I'll do the rest here and then show you the result. So that's 9 of our lettuce all planted up. Doesn't it make your heart sing? Here they are in the soil. So all I need to do now is give them a water. So I'll just water around the root here area. I don't need to water the whole bed. Give them a water. There'll be rain coming, I'm sure. And then I'm going to cover them with fleece because it's still a real chill in the air here. So they've been outside for a couple of days, but I just want to make sure I'm giving them a helping hand as they start off. And there they are, the lettuce are all in and watered. I've just, I don't know if you could see me on the time lapse, but where I noticed little dead leaves, I think mainly the cotyledons, those first leaves that come up, where they were yellowing, I've actually taken those off carefully from the store because I was watering them in just then. As I gather that helps with slugs and pests to just be really vigilant about it and take off dead leaves so that snails, slugs and all kinds don't come looking to forage and clear away the dead materials. We just need to fleece up this bed now, and then we're finished.